again this time of the year?
I mean, it feels amazing, just knowing, we've been here last year, couldn't, go to regional, so just being able to go out there and show what we could have done last year, and just excited, first time in history to do that. So, we're excited.
So how big is it to be a part of history here?
Oh, I mean, of course, it's a really big, it's amazing for us. I don't think we fully understand just how, exciting this is. It's still settling in, just knowing like we're the only team in Leo history to be able to do this.
Right. So obviously a 1-point win, close game. What's your reaction after the game?
We were ecstatic. I mean, if you watched it, we were running all over the floor. Just really happy for not only us but Coach, because this is his first time going to semi-state. So.
Right. With that being said, I was there for first part of the game. So looked like you guys had a bit of a height advantage. Do you think you will have that same height advantage this week?
I don't think this week. They're going to be bigger guys, sort of 6'5", 6'7", getting up to my height now. So I mean, it's going to be a battle, but I think as long as we play hard, we'll do pretty good.
So as far as like at this time of the year, is it more of a kind of playing to your strength or adjusting to the competition?
A little bit of both, just knowing, they're going to be taller, so we're not going to be able to get inside as much, but still being able to get it inside and look out. So, like I said, a little bit of both, being able to hit our shooters and, get out there.
As far as you, what are you telling your players? Obviously, you guys have never been here, so kind of new to you as well. So what are you kind of telling the younger players in the preparation phase?
Just, keep working hard. We can't slack off at all. Got to bring the energy every day at practice, get after it, because, one game, if we lose one game, we're done.
Right. So coming into the year, there's a lot of uncertainty. So kind of what does it feel like to kind of be still playing and still have a chance to win the ultimate goal?
I mean, it feels really good, just coming in, knowing, every game isn't guaranteed. So just playing, every game like it's our last, because, especially for the seniors, it's going to be their last game. So just coming in, playing our hardest, practicing our hardest, and because, the future isn't guaranteed.
Talk to me about what has the coach told you about this team?
Well, we played them last year, so we know what we're getting into. Know they have some pretty good guards. Got some size. So just getting after them and staying keen in on defense for sure.
So do you guys feel like you're playing the best ball of the year, or you feel like the best ball Leo can play is yet to come?
I might still feel like we have a next year we can kick it to, but I feel like we're playing very good for for how far we came.
It'd be really rewarding and exciting because we worked so hard for 4 years straight, and trying to get to this point for my team and my coaches, it'd be amazing.
And can you talk about just a little bit about the game that you just won, 1-point game? How big is it to win those close games this time of the year?
It's really important because at the end of our regular season, we weren't really finishing games as much, and to know that even if we're not making all our shots, that our defense has our back and everyone has our back on our team, and to pull out a win, it's great.
Right, so I was talking to DJ about how I was there the first part of the game, and it seemed like there was a bit of a height advantage. You were leaning on your height advantage early in the game, and I don't know if there is that this week. So kind of what is the game plan when it's a little bit more evenly matched and it kind of depends more on the guard play?
Yeah, I think we have a little bit of speed on them, so I think using that to our advantage will be really big this week, and just playing our game to how we know how to play and doing what we do.
So how much this year is about playing your game, or as opposed to kind of adjusting to the competition?
It's really important because when we adjust to the competition, it kind of throws us out of our flow, and so when we play our own game, we know what we're doing, and we're a lot more comfortable doing that.
So yeah, what is Leo's game then?
Really a big part of it's defense. We stressed a lot of defense this year. It's what wins us ball games most of the time. But just offense, getting our good shots, and open threes, open shots, layups, and getting the right basket.
Right. So as a senior, I'm sure you're considered a leader out here. So kind of what are some of the things you're telling the guys, even though it's new for you to being this far, what are you kind of telling the guys to kind of get them ready for the game?
I mean, at this point, it's just we've done all the work. There's not much more skill to develop right now. So it's really just uplifting the guys and getting their confidence level high, and so we can play a great game on Saturday.
And how does Leo need to play to be playing again in 2 weeks in state?
We got to be on our A game. We know this is a really good team. They got some college dudes on their team, but we're confident in what we can do, and we got some great players on our team.
What do you think is so special about Leo to kind of get you guys as far? Because a lot of good teams in Fort Wayne are not playing anymore.
I think really it's our heart. I think we play the hardest out of anyone around the area, and that's really brought us further and further into this tournament.
What has the coach told you about this team?
They got some shooters. We know they got a #1 man that's going to Notre Dame next year, and containing him, they're bigger, but we know we have some speed on them, and just using that to our advantage.
We have a lot of guys back from a year ago, and winning the sectional and not having that opportunity to play, and being able to come back this year, which I feel like was even harder to get through our sectional this year, and then be able to find a way to win that is pretty special, and it's a pretty special group of kids.
All right, so I was talking to Blake. We got a couple of good, talented guys on there. So what kind of things are you telling the guys to keep them level-headed and then kind of ready to handle the competition?
Well, I mean, we played them last year, and obviously Konechny is a big concern of ours. He's going to Notre Dame, 6'7" guard. He's a very tough matchup. He can shoot the three. He can handle. He's their primary ball handler. He can post you up, and most high schools don't have somebody that can guard him inside and outside. That's very difficult. A player at that level. So he's a big concern for us. But we played him a year ago, and I know things have changed in the last year, but we have a decent feel for them, and so I think that experience will help us a little bit in this game, and we're going to have to execute really well to have a chance, though.
Right. So a lot of good Fort Wayne teams are not playing anymore. So what do you think it is about Leo that has you guys still playing?
I mean, I say to make a run in the tournament, you got to be pretty good, and you got to have a little bit of luck. And I feel like the ball has bounced our way in the tournament, and we continue to compete. Throughout the season, we had a lot of competitive games. I mean, if you look at our scores, we were in a lot of close games, and we were able to win most of them. And I do feel like that competitive games help you come tournament time, because you're in that position is familiar to you, and you don't panic. And this is there's a lot of experience on this team, and I don't feel like there's ever been any panic in this group, and we've just remained steady and found a way to win it.
Speaking of close games, you just won by 1 point last week. So how much do you think that's going to prepare you for semi-state?
I think winning a regional championship in such a tight game, coming down to the wire, I think just builds confidence. Success breeds success, and you build on that from there. And when you're at this point, every team is pretty good when you get to this point, and you got to have some confidence going in, and I think that's going to be important.
Right. So what kind of effort? What do you think is going to take for the guys to be victorious and land themselves in state next week, in 2 weeks?
I think we're going to have to handle their pressure. They're a team that likes to press. They've pressed everybody. They're definitely going to press us. I think we have to rebound with them because they do dominate the boards with teams. And then we've got to contain Konechny. I mean, he can't go crazy on us and get 40 points. So those are probably the three main keys. And hopefully we're going to execute really well and have an opportunity to play for a state title.
So I forgot actually to ask the players about this. They may not know anyway, but what does it look like as far as fans are concerned for this week?
We have 800 per school. So yeah, right now, so we're going to have 800 and they're going to have 800.
So that's going to be looking a lot different than what you've seen all year.
Yeah.
Kind of how are you preparing the players to play in gyms that look just like this, honestly, to a big 1,600 people?
Yeah, well, I think it helped last week because we had a lot of people at the regional. So I do think I was very concerned about that a week ago because we really hadn't had very many fans up until this point. But last week in the regional, we had quite a few fans, and it was a nice environment. I feel like we handled that well. So, again, this is a veteran team. They did it last year, and we did it last week, and I don't feel like that's going to be a huge factor in the game on Saturday. They're the same way. They're like us. They have a ton of players returning, so there's a lot of experience on the court on Saturday. There will be some nerves early just because it's a big game, but I think guys will play through that.
What would it mean to this area to get to already in semi-state? You're already making history. What would it mean to this area to actually get to state? I
think it would be huge. We've been playing basketball at Leo for over 100 years. We got our first regional title, and now to have the opportunity to get to state, it's unprecedented. So I think everybody would be really excited about that.